If you've ever used any of these words, you need to take a nice long look at the mirror and look at what you've become. You've changed. You're not the person you used to be, but that's okay. Hopefully after watching this video, you understand the error of your ways and we can change you for the better. First word is mid. This word's become so overused, I'm not sure I even know what it means anymore. I saw someone make a video talking about what anime do you think is mid. So just for fun, you know, I went and checked the comments, and it was at that point I had lost all faith in the anime community and what this word means. One of the most liked comments was calling Demon Slayer mid, and then they proceeded to follow that up by saying they give it a 7 or 8. In my head, I'm thinking a 7 or 8 out of what? It has to be like 20, because there's no way you're rating something a 7 or an 8 and have the nerve to call it mid. Math just isn't mathing there to me. I know we all learned about the midpoint in middle school, and a 7 or 8 is not going to be the midpoint of an out of 10 score. But it's okay, I understand. Some of you guys were too busy sucking on your Cheeto fingers and drinking your Mountain Dew in the back of the class to get that lesson. Please, I need to know what anime you're watching. If they're all a 9 out of 10 and none of them are mid, I need to get put onto those shows because I haven't been watching the right ones. I just don't even know what this word means. Let me check Urban Dictionary and see if I'm just out of the loop. Mid. Anime watchers who have a superiority complex and believe that every popular show is boring and instead try to get you to watch only unpopular shows that they call peak fiction. That explains why you guys call everything mid now. And hopping right off of mid, we're going into peak fiction. This was a word that was once used for the select few, the legends in the anime community, and now it's just been shriveled and become meaningless. I remember when peak fiction used to be the hottest show on the block. Everybody's watching it. Like if you didn't watch this show and you told somebody, they'd look at you like they were Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and you couldn't smell what he was cooking. Now this word gets thrown around more than Vegeta versus the main villain in Dragon Ball. And I think the worst part about anime fans that throw around the word peak fiction is that they're just that. They're only anime fans and they don't consume any other medium of fiction. If I hear you call something peak fiction, I'm gonna immediately follow up by asking you when the last time you picked up a book was or watched something that wasn't related to anime. And if you pause to answer, your opinion's immediately going out the door. Now let's talk about being a casual anime fan. People aren't allowed to just sit down and watch anime for fun anymore without being called a casual. If you're not watching an anime without the subtitles and sub only, you're doing it wrong apparently. And then if you're not breaking down every frame of that anime, pausing it to make sure you didn't miss anything or see any hidden details, that just makes you a casual too. I've somehow been called a casual anime fan just because I haven't seen all of the big three. One Piece alone is over 1,000 episodes and I just don't really have the time, nor did I enjoy it that much when I did try and watch it. But just because you can sit inside all day without touching grass or burning any calories doesn't mean I'm trying to be like you, little bro. If being a casual means I get a full 8 hours of sleep without having to reach for my waifu body pillow in the middle of the night, I think I'm okay with that. Let's talk about the people that say the phrase L take on every single video that they disagree with. L take is probably one of the things I get commented the most on my videos, and I'm okay with that because I'm gonna be honest, I have some pretty crazy anime takes, but the amount of times people say it to me is a little wild. If I make a video about Demon Slayer and why I thought it was a really good and enjoyable anime, I can guarantee there's going to be at least one little Timmy in my comment section talking about
L take Demon Slayer's mid.
It won anime of the year. What are you talking about? L take. I think the only take that you need to be worried about is going and taking a shower because it's been a couple days since you've been trying to catch up to Wano. And speaking about One Piece fans, they seem to always be the first ones to spam L take whenever I say One Piece is a long anime. That's not even my take, that's just a fact. 1,000 episodes for any anime or TV show is a lot of episodes and makes it a long show. I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm not saying that I've watched it all, I'm just saying it's long. Pause. Just because you don't agree with something does not mean it's an L take, and I really don't understand why people abuse this word. Then we have the people that always want to talk about the big three and create these new big threes. Most seasoned anime fan to even the most beginner fan can all agree that the big three is Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball, but then why do we keep trying to come up with this new big three, old big three, biggest big three? I don't understand. And I know a lot of y'all are probably raging in the comments right now, spamming it up, talking about how the big three is Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. I know that. It was a joke. Relax. Back to what I was saying though, I see all these anime fans want to start new big threes with anime it really doesn't make sense for, especially the ones that want to call the new big three Boruto, My Hero Academia, and Black Clover. Like, where are you guys getting this from? Those shows aren't even close to being a big three, and that has nothing to do with them being a part of a big three. The big three was selected off their manga sales. It had nothing to do with how popular their anime were at the time. The big three will forever be Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. We don't need an old big three and a new big three. Let's just leave it alone and have the big three be the big three. Then we have one of the most popular things going around the anime community is a hot take. Typically, you have someone with a microphone walking around at an anime convention asking them what their anime hot take is, and these takes are colder than the inside of a frozen Hot Pocket. A hot take is supposed to be an unpopular opinion that no one would agree with you on and a hill that you're willing to die on that you believe in it that strongly. But then you see them ask someone what their hot take is, and someone will go and say Naruto's the best out of big three. That's not a hot take. You're telling us something we all know and agree on already. You're just spitting facts at that point. I know One Piece fans are about to be crazy mad in my comments. And last but not least, this one is something that used to be said as a joke, but this joke has been so played out to the point it's not even funny anymore. And if I hear you make this joke, I'm just gonna kind of stare at you and be like, are you serious right now? The phrase I'm talking about is putting any character and then solos after it. Like, it used to be kind of funny when people would be talking about who beats who in a fight, and then you randomly just kind of call out Goku solos because he does beat a majority of mainstream verses. But it's just getting way too out of pocket and going way too far at this point. I made a Demon Slayer video talking about which Hashira I personally thought were the strongest and ranked them in order, and somebody joined my Discord and added me and said it doesn't matter which Hashira is the strongest, King Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul solos. Who is talking about Kaneki right now? Like, I mean, you're not wrong, but who even asked you, little bro? I was just trying to enjoy my day, and now you got me contemplating if this is enough to be my 13th reason. Let me know if I missed any words in the comments down below, and if you want to see more content from me, feel free to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter down below.